Hi, and welcome to part 4 of my critical Let's Play of Half-Life. Today we're going to encounter the game's first boss, which, like a lot of the enemies of the game, I have very unhappy memories of from when I was a kid. Because this guy was terrifying and I wouldn't say gave me nightmares, but like was not enjoyable. Why can't I break you? I'm not sure why. Oh god. I'm not sure why bull chickens always fight head crabs, but I guess I just don't like each other. One thing I was thinking, because it just took me forever to get through that, and also I was looking back at the video of the last episode, and how much health, how long it takes to kill a Marine. It's really interesting to contrast that with like current day games like Call of Duty, where enemies die very quickly. Oh. So this is very much back in, I guess, the Doom style of enemy interaction, where you get more powerful guns for more powerful enemies, and some are harder to fight than others. Whereas I guess like a game like Call of Duty is just more enemies, and you just kill more enemies. So we're trying to find this old decommissioned railway the scientist told us about, which might help us get to the Lambda base, Lambda lab rather, on the other side of the Black Mesa base. So we're getting this idea that the Black Mesa base is really quite large. So we're going down again, depressingly. I feel like I'm much better at this game than I was when I was 15 or 13. So here's a train. You kind of use W and S to you kind of increase the speed. And then you don't have to be standing at the controls. You can actually there, and I used to think you had to do this, if you hit that at full speed, oh shit, you actually get thrown over into the acid. So you actually do have to slow down or get off. If you notice to get up here, I have to stand on that little piece of handrail. Shit, sorry, I gotta move. I'll return to that train of thought soon. Yeah, so I had to jump up onto a tiny handrail and then jump up onto there, which I really like. Like, just kind of weird balancing you have to do. Aha, suckers. Oh shit.
Power level is 100%.
So when you find yourself in this quite large area, big dome kind of area there, what could it possibly be? Many times as a kid, I'd sit on the edge and look over the side, and then when the elevator got to here, I'd just get splattered. I remember that quite well. I always say as a kid because I haven't actually played this game as an adult before. I can't remember if that was a good idea or not. So here, instead of like a dog-legging corridor, whoop, you get this airlock button, so you can't go in one door without closing the other. And then you get this slamming sound, and it's a very ominous noise, and it happens as soon as you fire your shotgun at the zombie.
Fire the rocket engine. Destroy the damned thing before it grows any larger. Stop!
Fire the rocket engine to destroy the thing. What is the thing? God damn this thing.
No! 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 Get it up! Get it up!
Then you see there's 3 of them. So, I got very confused here as a kid. You're told to fire the rocket, which won't happen, but there's a rocket above it. So it needs power, oxygen, and fuel, red, blue, and yellow. So that's a clue, which I didn't get for a very long time. So it said it can hear us, so and there's lots of grenades. There was also a security guard standing there who yells really loudly at it and starts shooting, and then gets killed by it. So you kind of either see him die, which is your hint that it can hear you be loud, or you listen to him whisper, which is your hint that you should be quiet. But it's not a perfect science. Right, so if we look at the rocket engine, we can see the kind of gold yellowy pipe, which must be the power, and the blue and red ones over there. So maybe we should follow those pipes. Oh god. I forget where to go. No, no, no.
Major fracture detected. Automatic medical systems engaged. Morphine administered.
Jesus Christ. Like, this thing is just terrifying to me. It still is. It's just got this grossness about it. Alrighty. Let's go this way then, I guess. Yep, so we got the red and the blue pipes. Alright, so this is where we blew up the zombie from over there. Forcing ourselves to walk on the pipes, I guess. In a like a, hey, you should probably follow these pipes kind of way. It's really nice to be away from the banging. I know the noise isn't as loud for you guys, but it's pretty loud. Here's some zombies. Oh. So there's a fuel room I need to get into, but I can't. So I guess we should go the other way. This is like a game I used to play with myself as a kid, was like stand on this and knock it out and try to grab the ladder before I hit the bottom. No, but like as close to the bottom as possible. Didn't do so well that time. Like, I don't know how I'm walking on here right now. Like my legs are twisting over my head somehow. I know, I kind of like in old games you just don't even care about that. Like there's a certain level of abstractness you kind of just accept, or accept it anyway. I guess you still do, but it's much more nuanced. So you're still walking on pipes. There's a lot of walking on pipes that kind of just kind of drill into you that you should be following the pipes. Very Half-Life 2 kind of vibe here as well. Like there's sections in Half-Life 2 that are very much like this. Oops. Oh yeah. So none of your guns work underwater except the pistol. I guess that's an easier way to do it. So underwater, yeah, only your pistol and later on the crossbow work underwater. Man. If you weren't good at keyboard and mouse controls before this part, you were by the end of it. It's also nice having gone from Marines back to aliens, monsters again. Again, very much like Half-Life 2, you go from monsters to finding Marines for a while, or the Combine, and then you go back to aliens, zombies in Ravenwood, and you kind of got a similar thing happening here. From one kind of enemy to the other. Another pretty cool space. Yes, I remember how this works. This is very video gamey. It's actually an interesting puzzle here, so obviously I'm going to start the fan up, but then I don't want to be smashed by the fan. So I got to get up pretty quickly before it's... before that happens. Oh shit. Goodbye.
Major fracture.
Like, yeah, because it's speeding up, so you want to get up there. And then, obviously, you're going to do this. Like, this game is such a weird mix of weird video gamey stuff like that, with its very coherent world. Ammo's getting a bit low. Right, so you turn the oxygen on. Turn the fuel on. And you know you've turned them on because there's bubbles. So these multiple markers in the world that they are indeed on. Which is really nice. But again, never really through words, you just kind of got to figure this shit out yourself. And now there's a lot more noise going on. Yeah, no, there's bubbles where there weren't bubbles before. So back in we go. Oh, that was nearly bad. Oh, that was bad. I like this isn't even actually a liquid, because you can see the blood splash on top of it. It's just a flat concrete object made to look like liquid. Man, I'm glad they bothered to put auto saves in this game and not just quick saves. Or else I'd be pretty screwed. So we got the noise as soon as we came from the door because it actually exists now. So the next door, you know what, fuck this.
Minor fracture detected.
I think that was easier. Right, so now we got to find the oxygen. This water is interesting. Remember it for later. Christ, I hate those things. Hiding the barnacles in with the dangling hooks is really great as well. And of course, I should probably get out of here. That's real acid. Oh shit.
Warning. Blood toxin levels detected.
We are okay.
Ah, Freeman. I see you are in this mess too.
Yes,
I
Yes,
hope
I
no
am.
one expects me to start up the generator. Smithers went down there and never came back.
Smithers.
Warning. Hazardous radiation levels detected.
And look at that weird psychedelic texture. Who builds elevators like this? I mean, it kind of looks plausible, but not in any way realistic. I kind of like how the first platform you need, the second one becomes a obstacle. So you're meant to go down and around, but you can. Oh, okay, no, you're not.
This is my hiding spot, and I'm not moving until the situation is drastically improved. Now go away, and don't tell anyone I'm here.
You always got to wonder what happened to these people you left behind, like Smithers on top of a turbine or what have you. Like, you know, an hour later when you're running through the desert, you're like, what happened to that person? Oh no. Oh shit. Rushed that a bit. I was afraid of getting whacked. I probably wasn't even going to get whacked anyway. I'm glad he's not dead though. Shit.
Major fracture detected.
Yellow. Let's go anyway. I'm sure I'll find some health kits.
Excellent. Someone has restored all power. We'll have the engine up again in no time.
So now on all these dials we've seen walking down here,
Just look at
they're all
that.
spinning around. So we have the bubbles for the last ones, but bubbles don't really make any conceptual sense for energy. So now as we walk back, we'll see all these dials spinning around in a. Oh yeah, cool. Energy's on. Just reminding you. So now we've got to get back to that room where we could actually fire the engine. Oh, bloody hell.
Minor fracture detected. Major fracture detected. Warning. Vital signs critical.
Yeah. I guess we'll just no. I guess we'll keep going anyway. So now this water is electrified thanks to the generator I just turned on, and the whole shitty base falling apart. So this would be easier if I had a gravity gun. So you can just push it with your body, or you can hold down E to kind of like thrust it, which is what I was trying to do, not very successfully. I'm probably going to die here. I'm probably just going to like accidentally step in the water. It might be unwise for me to actually try going forward with this little health, but whatever. It's kind of funny because they look like metal crates, so I'm not sure how useful these would actually be. You can only really push 2 at a time, so it's kind of complex. Just to be clear, the kind of weird, jittery moving around isn't me glitching out the game like it has been for other stuff. That's just what Pushing stuff's kind of like this game. Fuck. Oh. Easy. Easy. Should have saved it. Sorry. That went a bit better. No, fucking hell. Oh man. Let's actually save my game. I like how this one actually stays covered in blood. Again, I know it's not impressive by today's standards, but like, gives a real sense of solidity to the world. Ah. Man. See, if I was Cameron Kunzelman, I would be editing this video together to make it more pleasurable for you to watch without having to watch me fail a million times. But video editing's not really my thing, so you just have to watch this. I'm also not as good a beatboxer as Cameron. Save, save, save. How are we going? One more. Maybe I can jump that. I'll save it so I don't. There we go. Still an 18 health though. Like, getting back's going to be very interesting. Getting back's going to be very interesting. Alrighty. What are you doing? Oh my god, go away, go away. Oh, Jesus. That was tense. Hey, I'm back. Thanks for just standing here doing nothing. Oh, guess I'm stuck in here. Pretty sure I die if I go any further forward. So that happens. Really like the next scene. I'm going to keep going for a little while just to show you. You still don't really have a way forward. Oh, I guess he wasn't in a safe zone. Sorry, guy. Oh yeah, the explosives. So now there's a path where those monsters were. Still don't have much health. Fall probably would have killed me. So you can kind of see like where it burrowed up into the test chamber, which is kind of cool. This like this is what happened kind of thing. Missed the hole. Yeah. And then you've got this corpse here, just still moving around. And just this kind of like blobs of green, and you're not sure if it was one monster or if it was two monsters. So when I was a kid, I knew nothing about guns, because why would I? I'm not American. So I was like, why the hell is the game giving me a second pistol? Like, what's the point of that? I didn't know that magnums were very powerful. So I think I spent most of the game just not using it, even though it's a very useful gun to have. Right, so now we're somewhere else. We've figured out pretty far down, clearly, like gone beneath the test chamber, through the monsters burrowing holes and ended up somewhere else. Where exactly, I guess we'll find out next time, because that's probably a pretty decent place to end it. There's another boss coming up very soon, and we'll do that in the next episode. But for now, alright, thanks for watching. That's the Blast Pit. I should probably mention too, that boss would have taken me a lot longer when I was a kid, but just like when I didn't know what I was doing. But there we go.